latest in a number of broadcasts or videos that we're making. You may well have seen or will see our D-Day epic. We hope that you'll have enjoyed that. We started doing live interactive wargaming and on Twitch TV. That was relatively successful, but there were personal reasons why it had to be interrupted. It caused, unfortunately, some very big gaps. We got off to a flying start in 2022, and we did Verdun, not the whole battle, but we did a big segment from that, which soon we're going to hope during the course of this summer put up a condensed, a sort of match of the day kind of version of the action with a commentary. And also we did the Battle of Brooklyn in 1776, the real battle, and we did a segment from that, which was the Battle of Brooklyn Heights, which involved a force commanded by an American general, or a rebel general, Sullivan, and a force of British and German troops fighting for the crown. And it was a rather successful game, as was the Verdun game. So the reason for this particular video is to advertise the fact that we will be doing a refight soon of the battles or the actions at Lexington and Concord. Now, the reason for that is, and it's been a target of ours, and mine particularly, that the War of Independence is this year exactly 250 years ago, and in fact on the 19th of April is the 250th anniversary of the action, it's the battle, you can call it what you like, of Lexington and Concord, which is the opening action of the American War of Independence. We'd hope to do it actually perhaps today or tomorrow, and then edit the video and get it out. But that hasn't been possible. We kind of misjudged slightly insofar as it's Easter coming up. It's the 19th is Saturday. There weren't going to be enough people around to do it. It wasn't appropriate. It just in terms of time factor. So we've rescheduled, and the game, it will take place over several hours during the course of a day, probably on Thursday of next week, which is I think the 24th of, I don't really care what the actual day is, but it's going to be done on Thursday of next week. So that's when the event will occur. It will be friends and associates of Theatre of War, and it will be staged on a 14-foot table. We'll be doing what we term scrolling, which is basically having equal baseboards, and these will be moved as the action moves forward, so the table shifts, so you never run out of table effectively. It will start with the action at Concord. Lexington is way too tiny to do, and not so much in terms of numbers involved, although there were 100 Americans and British, but in terms of time. It was over in minutes, the fusillade, and it was all over. So really the thing starts at Concord. We'll be doing our action from Concord and seeing where it goes from there. The rules that we'll be using, we've actually had these up before, I'll put them up in front of my face, but they're Bloody Backs and Yankees. They're written by Fred Burns and Ernie Younger. Produced by Orbat Publications in association with Bandy Books. Bandy Books is it's a contraction of B and Y with an and in the middle, so Bandy is Burns and Younger. But here they are, that's the back page, and there are the rules in between. It's a terrific set of rules, Bloody Backs and Yankees. I'll hold it up again, there we are for the camera. Bloody Backs and Yankees, don't forget that. They've not really, they have been used, or they've been sold commercially and have been used. I know a fair number of American wargamers that we've had contact with through Burns and Younger. They have been used, and widely regarded as a really excellent set of rules. So that's what we'll be using, what we've always used. The scale is 1 to 5, so you can imagine how large some of the games are. There you have it. That's the, if you like, the preamble. Video should be out in a couple of weeks because it's going to take some days to edit it down. This is going to be about 6 hours of wargaming there. We're not doing it on Twitch TV. It will be recorded and it will be edited highlights, as it were, just really to demonstrate what goes on in the theatre of war and to demonstrate the efficacy of the rules. Then there again, bloody backs and Yankees. So once again, thanks for tuning in. Theatre of War Net, we think now is going to really go forward. It's going to be a platform for reviews, discussions. There'll be new products introduced from the market. We've been in touch with a number of manufacturers of products and figures and so on. There's definite interest there to support this channel. So there you have it. Thanks once again very, very much, and keep tuned, take care of yourselves, and we'll look forward to whomever tunes in to look at the video of the battles of Lexington and Concord, 19th of April 1775, 250 years ago on Saturday, the 19th of April, Easter Saturday. Bye bye.